I think it's technically Saturday morning. Friday night or Saturday morning. 12:26. So, I just uploaded that Underdog joke. That's a funny joke, actually. I just thought of the Underdog part. I mean, I had the Harvey Weinstein joke already, because, it's kind of a funny idea, like Harvey Weinstein, Underdog. Hero, I just said hero. I didn't have Underdog hero, because Underdog is the name of a superhero from the 60s. And then, I Googled that, and then I was like, yeah, didn't he have like a pill? And I was Googling it, and he puts a pill in his mouth. So that's like a Viagra. So Harvey Weinstein puts a Viagra in his mouth, and he goes and, he separates the wheat from the chaff, because, right now, there's probably dozens of ladies in Florence right now having their titties grabbed, being lied to. But, I'm joking with you, man. That's meant to be a joke, I guess. I don't know. Also, I get to call him a dog, which is, because he was a dog, right? He's kind of a dog. Kind of makes it funnier. I mean, how many other ones do you still have? I still have like 4 or 5 jokes I've done. I just don't want to upload them because they're awkward. They're like, I still have the Hitler one. I still have the Hitler Trump one. Because there's one I'm like, it's like Hitler, the left, Donald Trump is literally, like, there's 350 million Americans, and 100 million of you think that Donald Trump is literally Hitler. And 100 million of you literally think Hillary Clinton eats babies. And, someone's got to, someone's either lying or someone's not meeting their Kantian duties. Because, you should have a duty to, like, if Hillary Clinton how many babies a week is she eating? Don't you have a duty to, like, do something about that? Or, you're probably not going to, but, if Donald Trump was literally Hitler, you have a duty to do something about that, right? But nah, you're not going to do anything, so I think you're lying. I think you're all just liar, pants on fire. Or, something's going on there. I don't know what it is yet. I'm going to figure it out. Oh, and I was watching this video on YouTube, and it's about how dictators are changing. So, like in the old days, like in the old Nazi days, they'd hang people. Like Saudi Arabia, I think they do like public executions. Now what they're doing, supposedly, is that, if it's almost like a suppressive person. It's kind of like Scientology. Like they make it so you can't get an education. They make it so you can't get advancement and shit. You can't get a bank loan. I think China does shit like that, so some liberal lady was kind of brainwashing me on YouTube about that. So that's in the back of my head. So thank you, liberal lady. I mean, she seemed kind of knowledgeable. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. It's kind of, I mean, that's how the world works, it's always been that way, right? Like black people want to see black people be successful, and Baptists want to see Baptists be successful, and Buddhists probably want to see Buddhists be, it's no different, right? Like, it's just average, everyday corruption, I guess. It's just how the world works. It's always been corrupt. So, I don't know why I'm getting my panties in a bunch. Because I'm a lady. I'm getting my panties in a bunch. Nice. And there's the other one about, was it the Kantian? You added Kantian duty to it because it sounds fun to say. If you want to sound smart, just say Kantian duty. Makes you sound. Oh, I Googled, has there ever been a Kantian terrorist? And Google told me no, because Kant is supposed to be about, like, there's the ends and the means, and the ends justify the means, or the means justify the ends. I think he's supposed to have some sort of fucking idea on that. The Ends and Means Committee, he might be something with Congress or something. I don't remember entirely. I can't explain it. So now I'm probably on a FBI watch list because I Googled, have there ever been a Kantian terrorists? So I've also Googled, I was trying to find out how to spell Jackalia. And I've probably Googled that like 30, 40 times in my life. Because I can never spell it. So I now have a notepad. I have Jackalee on there. But, you know, they probably think I'm like an Islamic terrorist because I'm constantly like Googling Saeed Qutb or Jackalee. Whatever. You know, the thing about terrorists is you at least have to admire them for, you know, they put their mouth where their money is or their money where their mouth. You know, a lot of people will go around saying, you know, Donald Trump is Hitler. Are they going to do something about it? You know, if Hillary Clinton is eating babies, are they going to put their money where their mouth is? You know, come on. So, you know, at least that's admirable about, you know, that's kind of like a Weatherman Underground or a, you know, Baader Meinhof sort of mindset. Whatever. Yeah, that's not good. So. They look so good, though, you know, so youthful and energetic. Remember that? Remember the Boston bomber? That guy was a sexy little fucker, wasn't he? Do do do, do 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 do. You know, to be fair, this country was founded on terrorism. Wasn't the Boston Tea Party terrorist or act? Wasn't it like a bunch of people dressed up as Indians and you know, they dumped a bunch of tea? I don't know. I'm not rationalizing. I'm merely asking the question. You know, I'm merely a provocateur. I'm not a Democrat or Republican. I'm merely a nihilistic provocateur, I guess. This country was founded on terrorism. Right? I don't know. Is it? Sons of Liberty? Isn't that a terrorist group? I don't know. Good question. No, they were freedom fighters. Freedom fighters, terrorists. I don't know. What's the difference? These days it's hard to tell. They all look the same if you, you know, if you don't really have a horse in the race. They all kind of look the same, right? So how you doing this? You going Chisholm? You want to go Chisholm, 7 Points, downtown, Florence Boulevard, Helton, or something like that? That'll work. I'll find some lady in the back of a car being told she's a good actress, probably. You know. You see that car over there rocking? She's being told she's a good actress. Nice. I should have played some League of Legends, man. I think I need to play some ARAM. I gotta go mid. I don't know what champion do I want to play on ARAM. I was playing this one ARAM game, and I was already on it, and these fucking retards, I got like a 5-ball ult, like 2 or 3 times on those fucking retards. Swear to God, man. I think it's a bunch of kids, though, so I shouldn't be so proud, probably. They're probably all, or they're bots. They're probably just bots at this point. You know, one of them, I just sat there and I was like, what? Why would you, did you not see the, That's a, doo-dee-da, doo-dee-da, dee-da-da-dee-da, dee-da-doo. What other ones have you not uploaded? So those, you know, I don't want to do the Hitler one because it makes it sound like wink, wink, nudge, nudge, you know, or Hillary Clinton, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. The one about what was that one? Fuck. That doesn't matter. Which one's that? It was Underdog. Whatever. It is what it is. Yeah, show me how good of an actress you are now. Ha ha ha. God, man, that's so mean. So mean. Just mean. If anyone's looking for an honest actress audition, I've got a pill. I can, you know, have tons of depraved things. And we'll see if you're still a good actress, you know. You know, it takes a lot of actress skills to, you know, dirty, dirty, dirty dog. Up on the housetop, click, click, click. Down through the chimney comes old Saint Nick. Oh, I had this thesis, you know, the 19 boats from this morning. You know why there's all those people with boats? So this was my thesis. I was working at this place and there was this guy who was my boss. He could have just handed me a sheet of paper and he was making me jump through a bunch of hoops to... I was like, he was wasting my time, I think is kind of... And I started thinking about it. I was like, oh, it's like an informational management tactic of like killing people's time because, you know, the people at the top secretly know how easy their jobs are. You know, like, you know how easy Donald Trump's job is? You know how much, I mean, you people are you're so stupid, he just like lies right to your face and, you know, you guys fall for it. It's not that hard to do the top people's job. You just sit in the chair and, you know, you go, you know. So they have to purposely like waste your time. So that's why I was talking about the informational management. It's not going to be the old system like Saudi Arabia or, you know, it's not going to be the old Saudi Arabian system, the old Hitler system where they hang people publicly. It's going to be, you know, are you good at, you know, because I was thinking of going down to Walmart, buying myself a cucumber. You know, I'm terrible at sucking dick, and, you know, to do well in today's day and age, you know, I got a biting reflex. You know, so someone sticks a dick near my mouth, you know. I swear to God, the fucking faggots have taken over the right-wing party, but whatever, you know, it is what it is. I think what happened is all these conservative soldiers went to fucking Afghanistan. They saw that fucking Baki-Bazi shit, and they're like, hey, you know, because, that's how I think they keep control. And then they're like, oh, we're going to bring that back to America. So you're going to see a lot of Baki-Bazi in the fucking right-wing party right now. You're going to see a lot of just, you know, they call it mentoringship or grooming. They call it, you know, they call it what they call it, I guess. So you'd be amazed how much fag depravity is in the right-wing party right now. Or at least that's my thesis. I don't have any evidence. I'm just saying that to, you know, as a provocateur / nihilist. So whenever you see two guys, like when you see J.D. Vance and how friendly he is with Trump, always remember that, you know, he may look happy and stuff. It's very similar to that Harvey Weinstein story. You know, there's some stuff going on there. You know, he was from Appalachia. You know what I mean? Kind of a Appalachian boy. You know what I mean? So. I really should have just fucking bought the fucking cucumber and gotten my gag reflex down, but I just can't fucking do it, man. It's like, it's who I am at a certain point, you know? I can't, you know, you stick that thing in my mouth and I'm like, fuck you. He really is grooming that kid from Appalachia, that white trash boy. He really is, isn't he? Oh my God. You just want to suffer, don't you? Kind of. Martyrdom is my fantasy, I guess. I don't know. Oh, it was the KKK joke, right? It's the Sicilian scene. Sicilian, and then the name of those KKK hoods. Neo-KKK, and that's, Yeah, you did that one too. That was a good one. You know, to be fair, that Sicilian scene is like 10 times better than anything I'm ever going to produce. But, you know, it's, someone's got to call the fucking N-words, you know what I mean? And it sure as fuck ain't you people. You just want to get yourself some titty grope. So. Funny. Funny. You're gonna end up dead. You know, maybe. You know, no pain, no gain, no risk, no reward, no, you know, I don't fucking know. I'm just throwing out aphorisms here in a desperate attempt to create meaning out of a meaningless world. Do 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 da 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 do. Did you notice how quickly J.D. Vance jumped to his defense when he was interacting with Zelensky? Oh yeah, you know what that means, right? Wow. To be fair, you know, 100% disclaimer, I'm a miserable and unhealthy and unhappy person, so anything I say should be said with like a huge grain of salt. So I'm merely, you know, I'm probably a poisoned soul at this point, so it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna go down this one. Let's go Chisholm, right? Soviets had the same problem after the, you know, 80s to 90s. They had their, what, 89? They came back and they realized, you know, the whole thing's fucking corrupt. So, you know, that shit was terrible for the, you know, the Soviets too. So if you're like, why is it happening? You know, it's because you sent all your right-wing people over to fucking that one place and they realized it was all Baki-Bazi, and then they came back over here and it's like, hey, this whole fucking thing is Baki-Bazi, right? You know, which means chai boy. It also means like fuck boy, but you know, I never went to Afghanistan. I was just saying, you know, it's just an interesting idea. I don't have any evidence. I was just sort of extrapolating ideas out. You ever see a fat guy and you're like, how come he's powerful? And you're like, oh, because you know he clearly can't do physical stuff anymore because he's fat. But supposedly, you know, the fat guys are normally the big dogs, right? If you see a fat, white, old guy in expensive clothes, treat him with respect, even if you have no clue who he is. Because, you know, they're probably a somebody. It's called filial piety, you dumbass. And it probably is, right? Filial piety. That's, you know, respect for your elders. I got so little of it, man. I gotta get some... Is there a place around here I can buy some fucking filial piety? Swear to God. It's like a pie filling or something? Whatever. She is what she is. Do 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 do. Anything else? No dreams that I can remember. That's those are always fun when I can remember them because, you know, it's like a challenge. Can I interpret them? Not really, but maybe. You should have looked up what that Chinese guy's name was, the one who's like, you would not be able to tell the difference between a dream and life. You know, I didn't look that up. 19 to 20,000 municipalities. I looked that up. But I've looked that up before. Because, you know, it's like how many towns, cities, villages in the U.S.? What else? I looked up Underdog and I listened to the song. I think I watched the whole Sicilian scene yet again. I've seen that scene probably 30 times. Very funny scene. Very, certain things are, 20. I don't know, it's comfort food. It's comfort food. The Sicilian scene is comfort food. In a world of, Nice. Good one. Good catch. Yeah. So it's a pain in the ass to walk Chisholm because you have to walk along the houses. You could go Harlan, kind of. Do Chisholm. Whatever. Do 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 dee da dee da do dee da dee da dee da dee da do, which also connects to Lawfare because that's the Kushner's dad was like arrested by the FBI, and Kushner was like, hey, they went to war with his dad. He thinks, I don't know if his dad was guilty or not, but he thinks that they went to war with him. So. You fight, you become what you fight, so he hates warfare, or lawfare, so he'll become a lawfare guy probably, and that's how the whole fucking world works, The whole thing is just a fucking repeat of a repeat of a repeat. It's like 100-day-old reheated pizza. So there's gonna be a bunch of lawfare, and that's gonna be coming up pretty soon, and so I'm gonna get arrested for like small shit probably. One of my theories is I think the police are holding a bunch of because I used to go biking and I would roll through stop signs. I think they have like 50 video evidences of me like rolling through. They're gonna give me like 50 tickets at once, and they'll be like $30 tickets, $50 tickets. So 50 times 30 is like a lot of money. They're gonna fuck me in the ass probably. So whatever. Never, ever, ever think your enemies are stupid. They aren't. Your enemies are always secretly geniuses, actually. That's the whole problem with this world. Everyone thinks their enemies are stupid, when in reality, every human being you've ever met is playing 10,000D chess. So. There's that old quote, the old quote. All human beings come from Africa if you believe in evolution. They all. So around blacks never relax, and you're all blacks, right? So that's probably the best advice. There's 8 billion black people in the world, and around blacks never relax. So, good one. Do-dee-da-do. What else you got? Anything? Nope. I think you're out now. So now I'll just go into some sort of desperate attempt to find some sort of content. Mailbox. Times Daily. It's a newspaper. There's a car. There's a road. You can count things maybe. What was the boat joke? The boat joke was, you know how there was 19 boats? Well, it's because if you work somewhere long enough, you'll end up realizing what they're doing isn't that hard. So they're like, hey, you can't come here on Friday. You got to go boating because, you know, if you see the sheets of paper too much, you'll figure out what they're doing, and then, you know, they'll lose their monopoly on their power probably. And that's all it's really about, you know. You know, it's the thing I find so fascinating about capitalism. It's the lack of competition, actually. If you actually look at it, it's not as competitive as you think it would be, but, you know, it's more feudalistic, or, you know, but then again, it is what it is. It's probably been that way for thousands of years. I don't know why I'm getting my panties in a bunch. So that's when you see all those people on their boats on a Friday, just realize they didn't have the testicular fortitude to go after their boss. That's why they're boating on Friday, probably. You're a little passive aggressive little fucker, ain't you? Yep. Underdog is here to save the day. Just pop a Viagra real quick. I'll fuck this shit up good. I mean, to be fair, the Democrats did that too. They started looking for racism everywhere. You know, just because, you know, look, I was a visitor. I went to a couple KKK meetings. You know, I didn't hang the guy, but I was there. You know, they're like, he's racist. You know, it's not fair. You know, I've never been to a KKK meeting, but I like that joke anyway, just because it's kind of fun. Oh, yet another one. It was like, I was going to a KKK meeting the other day. You know, most of these meetings, it's like 90%, you know, people whining about trivial shit. Like, I saw a black guy dating a white lady. And I was like, can we go kill him? Can we go kill him? And they're like, no. They're like, you don't belong here. And then I go to the fucking Muslim terrorists, and they would complain about some stupid shit. And I'm like, can we kill him? Can we kill him? I was like really excited, you know, and they're like, nah, man, you don't belong here, man. And, you know, I went to all these terrorist organizations, and, you know, I was all giddy with excitement, but they were like, you're just an idiot. So, you know, that's how that works. Cop car. That's a joke, by the way. I've never been to a terrorist organization. I just like I mean, I play with the ideas of terrorism. Like the idea, like, is it all the Jews' fault? Is it all the proletariat's fault? You know, stuff like that. Not you know, literally. You know, it's just like, I mean, is it fair to say that the Jews probably have some sort of like social network? That's probably true, right? I mean, does that make me anti-Semitic? Maybe. I don't know. There's probably, I don't know. I'll never know until I die and I get to look at the computer, and the computer will tell me the answer, which will be nice. The correct answer was, it was anti-Semitism the whole time. You didn't see it? It was so broadly. It was Jackalia. It was, you know, Scientology. You know, whatever answer it ends up being. Be kind of funny. Suppressive people, that's very similar. Scientology has suppressive people, which is very similar to, you know, the new tyrant class, supposedly, that's going to come out. You know, it's interesting, you know, just is what it is. So if you ever see a person doing like a bad thing, you know, just feel pity for them. They're just trying to grab some titty. It ain't their fault. You know, the only way they can get titty is by lying, you know what I mean? And, you know, there's a lot of people in this world grabbing some titty by lying right now, so it is what it is. So. Did you not see it? All the bankers were. Oh man. Are you blind? Do you not see? It's you know the. It was that guy with the house with the weird stuff on it. He was secretly the cabal leader of this area. You know, the spaceship guy with the spaceship shit on his house. There's the moon. Here's another secret road, a cut-through road. You can go all the way to whatever that road is that goes to Martin's / whatever highway that is, following that road. So it's not really secret, I guess, but it's a cut-through road. It's a railroad road. What was the other one? What was the one that, yeah, I don't remember any of that shit, so. Hermitage, right? I mean, the only thing I pray to God for is that when the mobster puts the gun to my head, you know, I can still have the decency to call him the N-word. You know, that's the only thing I can really pray to God for at this point, so, you know. Because you never, ever, if a mobster offers you a titty, don't grab a mobster's titty, so always, you know. Wow, you're a jaded little fuck, ain't you? Yeah, I told you I was. Whatever. It's a character, don't you know? You know, Al Pacino is not actually Tony Montana. You know that, right? You know, et cetera, et cetera. What else you got? Not really. Here, slept. Oh, and your phone was on silent, so you missed a phone call, which is gonna fuck you over. But it doesn't matter. Who cares? Damn it. It should be okay. I don't know. When you look into another human being's eyes, look and try and see, do they have a black soul or a white soul? Be racist, but towards souls. You know, you gotta be soul racist. Soul racism. Huh. Interesting. Soul racism. I think it's called soulist. Don't be a soulist. Don't discriminate based on souls. You know. You just wait. They're going to be like, you know, and you're really picking on those fuckers, aren't you? Yeah, I know. Isn't that what all comedy really is? Just an attempt by the weak to get revenge on the strong. I think I heard that somewhere, and it always resonated with me. So, yeah, that's all it is, right? So, oh well. La-di-da, la-di-da. Ho ho ho, who would know? Do 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 do. Either that or maybe oh, it does say alchemy. Yeah, it says alchemy. I walked by here one night. I couldn't find that alchemy thing because alchemy is transmutation, transubstantiation, transhumanism, just trans. I like that. Yeah, they're gonna go after the fucking prefixes and suffixes. You know that, right? I mean, the Trump voters are fucking stupid. They don't understand the concept of prefixes and suffixes. So, you know, they're gonna lower the bar to their level, I guess. So, you know, post, pre, ER, ING, ED, you know, all those words that they don't understand the idea of, you know, you take, you know, neo means new. So you can throw neo on something like a neo red light, whatever the fuck that is. I don't know. It's a new red light. It's you know, maybe they're right. Maybe you need to get rid of the prefixes and suffixes and, you know. Are you tired of fish? Ing? I like fish. I don't like fishing. Get rid of the ing, you know. Fish, fished. You know, I don't know. Troll, trolling, troll, trolled. Neo-trolling, neo-troll. Post-troll. Trans-troll? I don't know. You just throw some prefixes and suffixes and some shit. Boy, did you just use a Greek word on me, boy? Boy, you better know your place, boy. Don't be using them Greek prefixes and suffixes on me, boy. Good job. Click, click, click. Down comes the chimney comes off. The other joke was, you know, always fight fire with fire. Don't you remember when they had those school shootings up in like Massachusetts with that fucking autistic kid when he shot up of like 10 kids or something? They're like, fake news, and the left is a bunch of fucking retards. So instead of fighting fire with fire and just going, you know, fake news, you know, they acted all empathetic like fucking retards. But you know, that's the left for you. They're idiots. They're literally idiots. I feel bad for them. They're so stupid. I feel bad for them, you know. They go to Hollywood, you know. They think they're a good actress, and you know. And an Underdog, you know, does his business. So. Ho ho ho, who would know? Up on the housetop, click click click. Down through the chimney comes old Saint Nick. That doesn't have any connection to what I'm talking about, but it soothes me. Soothes me. So I'll sing it. Quail Run? Quail Man? Quail Run? Oh shit, this better not be more than like a 3-hour walk. I'm gonna play some ARAM. You know, all random. I'll shoot myself out of a cannon, because in that game, the pirate level, you can shoot yourself out of a cannon. And then the other level, one level has a teleporter in the middle, and then one level it's just the normal plane level, right? There's 3 levels, I think. Chinese company now. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm scared I'm gonna break my leg in. Yeah, you gotta bring them flashlights. Pretty soon I'm gonna have to bring like Kevlar, because I'm probably gonna get shot at. Yeah, and it wasn't in the old days they'd grab a person in a truck and take them out into the woods and shit. I don't know, man. I'll tell you, around blacks never relax. You know what I mean? Around the blacks never relax. I don't know where the right wing got all fucking high and mighty. I'm pretty sure they did some pretty bad shit too. So I don't know how they turned into the fucking, you know, purity police or something. Holy shit. People have like the attention span of fucking gnats. Ho ho ho, who would know? Ho ho ho, who would know? Up on the housetop, click click click. Yeah, but then that's enemy creation. When you have an enemy is one of the most useful things for the human brain to have. It creates meaning in the world, right? You know, without an enemy, what do you have? Just, you know, nihilism, I guess? I don't know. That's a good question. You know, most paradigms have an enemy, you know, angels, demons, you know, whatever the Allah. Allah has a devil, right? Jewishness has a devil. Everyone's got a devil, right? Suppressive person in Scientology. The proletariat, or whoever the fuck is the bad guy in communism. Who's the bad guy? Who's the bad guy in communism? Is it the owners or something? You know, it's human nature to create an enemy. It's just fucking human nature, isn't it? So, you know, Palestine, Israel, you know, they're addicted to, you know, it's a human condition to just find something to hate. You can't make it through life without hatred. It's impossible, right? You know, I don't know. Maybe. If you didn't hate anything, would you even be alive? That's a good question. I really don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny. I mean, I really don't know. You know, I hate demons. If you're, you know, I don't like them. I don't like that devil guy. You know, you hate the devil, right? So you're full of hate, right? Are you not? I don't know. Don't look at me. I'm merely a provocateur, a nihilist. You know. Nihilist. Every year, billions of corn are killed. You know, you people kill so much corn, you're corn murderers, you know. I don't know, he's trying to do like a vegetarian joke or something. He had a joke about trees he was doing in his head, where Manson was in prison and he'd be like, I love the trees, so Manson loved the trees. And then I was like, you know, there was like environmental terrorist groups, right? And they'd chain themselves to a bulldozer. Has there ever been like a anti-environmentalist group? Like, you know, in the middle of the night, I go around killing trees. You know, he goes over and he cuts if you cut a circle around a tree, doesn't it kill it or something? You know, I don't know. Just a stupid idea. I don't like trees. You know, Manson loved trees, so, you know, maybe you should be against trees. Quick, quick, quick. Down comes the chimney, comes old Saint Nick. Click, click, click. Do, 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 do. Could have done railroad, but it's kind of dark. I don't know. You do a flashlight. All art is autobiographical. I get that one idea about I don't know, it's not that funny. I'll do it anyway. It's like, no one really likes art in the entire world, but it's like, what if like every artist who has ever success, it was just like a pity thing. It's like, okay, we'll go with the art. What if all art was that? And I just didn't see that. That'd be kind of funny. I don't really want to watch that Adam Sandler movie, but whatever. I'll throw him a couple bucks. Yeah. I'll never know. Never know any of this. Which kind of sucks. Pisses me off a little bit. The lack of knowing. I mean, the complete lack of knowledge and the inability to ever get it. I crave omniscience and omnipotence. I'll take omniscience. Of the two, which is better, omniscience or omnipotence? I don't know. Probably, I don't know, omniscience or, they're probably intertwined. I don't know. Can't have one without the other, maybe? I don't know. Can't have one without the other. Omniscience and omnipotence, omniscience and omnipotence. Do 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 do. Keep trying, keep trying. That trash or stones or paper or styrofoam? It's dark, I cannot tell. Uh-oh. Now here'd be funny if you could hear the get off our fucking the motor, the place that sells cars. If you could hear that from here, that'd be kind of funny. That's way too far away, I think. Yeah, that's pretty fucking far. I was watching this one video about like GTA 4, which I only played 3 in Vice City and 2. Those are the only ones I ever played. But I watched a video about, it was either 4 or 5. And they have a car budget, like so many megapixel MPs, megabytes for cars. So like some people would mod cars in and they'd put high resolution models. So like if you want like a fucking Porsche 911 with 5 times more detail, it might be 20-30 meg for a video. They only had 80 megs of car buffering or something. There's a whole fucking thing where like these people would have cities just filled with taxis because they had messed with their car list. It's like a car list inside of the game because certain areas have certain cars and certain areas don't have other cars. Like you go down to the beach, there's probably more beach cruisers or something. I don't know. Whatever. Hey, I'm fishing for content here. I'm turning a real life city into a video game because Elon Musk said that a lot of people are NPCs, so I'm kind of rolling with it. But it was like 80 meg or 2, and then they had a mod where it increased the megage. Because you don't statistically you're not going to see like $200,000 cars right now, right? Like $20,000-$30,000 car. Just have to keep the flashlight out. Oh, that's a terrible walk area right here. Is the other side better? Probably. Let's see, you want to jump it? Yeah, so it was like a buffer. They only had so many cars, and the cars load in certain areas at different rates and stuff. I don't know. Kind of a random. Oh, and so they had a bug where like certain areas, all it would be taxi drivers, taxi cars, because that's the default car, I think. But that wasn't in like New York City or something, so there aren't that many taxi cars around here. I don't think there's probably like 10, 20. I don't know how many. Maybe it's all Uber now. You can't even tell the Ubers, right? It seems like a good idea. You can get fucking filthy drunk and then just call an Uber. And they'll drive you back. That's kind of cool. Like what, $20? Not a bad deal. Cheaper than a DUI or a broken car. Or death, you could die driving drunk or something. So that's positive, right? You just pull your phone out. I would like an Uber, please. See, the world's getting better. It's not that bad. They have Uber out here? I don't even know. Probably. Florence used to have medallion things, it was like $1 million for a medallion in Florence. He's joking. In New York City, they used to have these things called like taxi medallions, and they were worth like $1 million, because they only had so many licenses, and the licenses were called medallions. Now they're, they lost a lot of their value because, Uber and shit, whatever. It's still kind of just interesting, I guess. There's probably no medallions in Florence. I don't know. It's a good question. Maybe there are. Maybe they're medallions. Maybe there aren't. I think that was my phone, huh? Am I hallucinating a phone noise? Whatever. I heard, I think it was on Joe Rogan, they said they upgraded the fucking, you remember the JFK shooting? They supposedly, like, AI enhanced it. I haven't seen it, but, they can maybe enhance, was it a phone thing? I don't know, it's not worth it. I'm hallucinating shit, I think. And there's only like 1 or 2 cameras going on that shit. There's 100 cameras now, so there's probably like 3 or 4 on me right now. 1, 2. These houses, I bet. Okay, it's dependent on the area. The GTA coding probably has like cameras per resident. Some of the residential areas probably have more cameras per, when they code it. I don't know. Maybe this is a lower area. 1 in 10, 1 in 4, 1 in 8. Some of the nicer areas, maybe 3/4. I don't. GTA coding. You know what I mean? close together like a horse and carriage. Once you get that idea in your head, it's always like in the back, like, this isn't a GTA game, is it? It secretly is a GTA game, isn't it? You know, so you go from, you know, one neighborhood has a, little cheesy little fucker, ain't you? You gotta mod that shit in, you know, if you wanna change it. Funny. Do 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 do. Crazy little chicken. He's a crazy for. Does he eat chicken? Does he have like mad chicken disease from eating chicken, or how do you become crazy? What's the backstory to this crazy little chicken? They fed him a bunch of chicken, and he's like, it's probably just a chicken mascot. The deep dark secret of the crazy chicken. Nice. Here's that guy. What is that? Shanananara. 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 Billy and Bub Bully were your Lawfare experts. He's an insurance salesman. Is he a lawyer or an insurance salesman? Oh, he's a Lawfare guy. Someone annoying you, we can harass them with small, petty lawsuits and Lawfare. Just call Shanananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananananan He used to rip his sleeves off and get some muscles. Put a guy in a headlock. That'd be kind of cool. I don't know. Did you get hit? Did you get hit by a truck? Well, you owe that truck company money. So, they're gonna just flip the script, you know. That'd be kind of funny, right? Like, I was in a car accident with an 18-wheeler. Now I'm basically property of that company. In the old days, you would have gotten a couple $1 million lawsuit. In today's day and age, it's going to be, you know, you get hit by an 18-wheeler and you become a serf to the 18-wheeler company. Nice. Thank you, Shanananara. Dog fights, maybe. I'm not going to go investigate. Well, I look like a good person. I don't care. Probably some dogs or something. What was all those birds from this morning? That's kind of crazy. What is this, a Hitchcock movie or something? Later on tomorrow they'll find that those dog barkings were the key piece of evidence. It is 1:27 in 6 seconds. So if you're looking for some timestamps or something. 1:27:19 20 seconds. Huh. So the dog barking, and then you can backward. You know, I don't know, it doesn't really matter. It's probably insignificant. Like 99% of the things going on. Never get any of that fucking Chinese food, did you? It's too late now, right? It's like 1:30, 27, 28. Funny. Fireball? Fireball. It's a fireball. It's a fireball. Is it high enough alcohol to make a fireball? I think you have to be above 50, right? Are you above 50? You're like 80, I bet. $33. Man. 66. I don't think you can get a fireball off that shit. Hippies. Hey, didn't that used to be, isn't that like reading, writing, and arithmetic or something? And he burst into tears. Is there graffiti in there? Oh yeah, it's anti-graffiti. It's a Republican initiative. It's called like broken glass theory. You get rid of the graffiti, you know, clean up the neighborhood. Giuliani did that shit in the 80s in New York. So Clean that shit up. Clean them broken windows. Clean that graffiti. Are the Midnight Boys still down there under that bridge? Is it the Midnight Boys or is it 12 O'Clock Boys? It's something like the 12 O'Clock Boys or the Midnight Boys. You know, one of the most dangerous gangs in all of Florence. Their graffiti is just allowed to sit there. Florence police are petrified of the... That was not me. I did not actually put that up there. I just thought it was I'm assuming it was some kids. I don't know. Now they're gonna think, I don't think I've ever spray painted anything. Oh, I have a plastic baseball bat that I tried painting yellow or something. That failed. It's like a bright neon pink. Copycats. There'll be, people going around and spraying yellow neon. They'll blame it on me. Fuck. Yeah, you're fucked, man. Hey, look, I huff paint. I don't fucking spray. Yeah, that's a good paint. Why would you waste good paint making graffiti when you can huff it? That's a terrible idea. And the sky is gray. And the sky is... Whatever. It's actually not. It's queerish. Queer-ish. Ish is another suffix for you fucking idiots. So. There's nothing better than that Andy Kaufman thing where he's like, "This is soap." This is a prefix. This is a suffix. You idiots. Comedy gold. Ugh. I think in Oz they call drugs tits, right? I never watched Oz, but I think they'd always call them like tits. Huh. Sorry, it's hippie. Are those a bunch of fucking shrubs? Anti-environmental terrorism. She should go around cutting circles around trees. Huh. Maybe. Greenpeace will be the opposite of like Greenpeace. Anti-Greenpeace. We just kill whales to kill whales, man. It's just fun to kill them, man. It's a big tree. 100-year-old tree murdered by anti-Greenpeace. Oh, P. Diddy got what, 50 months? I think I saw that. Was that 50 months or what is that, like 5 years? 4 years? He was innocent, man. He's making R&B singers, man. Someone's gotta, separate that weed from that chaff dog. Terrible joke, just horrendously tasteless. But, someone's gotta make tasteless jokes. Someone's gotta be, the devil's advocate here. There you go, there's a channel name for you. Band name? How about a band name? We're the Devils. Mm-hmm. Ho, 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 who wouldn't know? Ho, ho, ho. Who wouldn't know? Who would know what? Santa Claus? Click, click, click. Down through the chimney comes some fella named Nick. It's actually a home robber, maybe. I think it's a Grinch story, right? I think that they did that in the Grinch. He would just go down and steal stuff. All the Greenpeace people are actually plants by the corporations, and all the people blowing up the trees are actually plants by the environmentalists. So you're just gonna go, you just switcheroo on that one. A blatant act of anti-environmentalist terrorism. Over 100 redwoods were maliciously cut, but it was actually the Greenpeace people who did it. It was kind of a like George Bush did 9/11, but it was Greenpeace did destroyed the redwoods. Nice. I don't know if this is true. I didn't Google this, but what is the most silenced weapon? You know, because I was saying MP5. I wonder what the most silenced weapon. If you were going to buy a silenced weapon, what is the most silenced? You know. So I was thinking of GTA when they had the black cars with the silenced SMGs. I think it was like silenced SMGs. So I was assuming it was like a MP5 or something. Are there any coins in there I can steal? Somebody took all the coins, I bet. So the lawyers are going to look like IRS from like wrestling. Like they'll have a white shirt, but they won't have like the sleeves on them, and they'll have like 18 and 20-inch muscles. It's going to be kind of cool looking, actually. It's the future, man. Lawfare. It's going to be cool. Lawfare. Lawfare. Get those legal jiu-jitsu skills up. What the? There's some Fox News thing. It was like Hannity was like, Comey, when you talk to the people, you better say, I plead the fifth. And that was his, you know, and that was his whole thing. It was his advice for Comey. I was like, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. I didn't know they disliked him that much, but whatever. I don't know. So I didn't follow with that close. I remember Hillary hated him, and then Trump hated him, and then, oh well, poor Comey. Wasn't he was the guy who was hated for the program, the server programming thing, the mail or something? When Trump says, find dirt on a person, you better find dirt on them, or plant it yourself, okay? That's the, or, you know, when Obama says it, or whoever says, you know, Janie says, find some dirt. Janie says, find some dirt. Yeah, I'm probably fucked. Damn it. Skeletons, you know, I gotta be like Eminem. I gotta get all my skeletons out of my closet before they find them, and then I'm, you know, fucked. Tonight, I'm cleaning up my closet. Wow, wow. Da 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 da. Nope. You're fucked. They'll just plant shit on you, right? Probably. I've already said this. It's like the 60s. But the conservatives learned this time. They're going to make the liberals are going to be the ones with the dogs. And the conservatives are going to be the ones looking all innocent. They learned their lesson. They ain't stupid. They know how this shit plays. It's all a PR game. Everything is PR. Public relations. I get shot. Kind of creeped me out there. Whatever. Not really. I mean, just 2 out of 10, 3 out of 10, 2. Whatever. You gonna die. Whatever. Martyr's got a martyr. Lovers gonna love, haters gonna hate. I don't even want none of the above. I want to piss on you. Oh yes I do, I piss on you. Oh yes I do, I piss on you, I pee on you. Statistically, that's a 20-year-old joke, right? So people might not know I stole that. Nice. Really? It's a 20-year-old joke, isn't it? Wow. You can just steal. That's all you have to really do. You just go back in time and steal other people's shit. Claim it as your own. Kind of a genius. You know, attention span and gnats, you know. Yeah. I'm actually scared to like Google some of my jokes because I'm like, I hope I came up with that, but you know, if I didn't, I'm just gonna say, you know, I'm just not even gonna Google them anymore. I just said fuck it, you know. Doesn't even matter, you know. It's just gonna be depressing. It's like everything I've ever said, every word I've ever said, some Google algorithm that I already came up with like 50 years ago. So fuck it. I'm not even gonna look it up anymore. Like that Harvey, your little Harvey Weinstein joke. Someone did that like 10 years ago. Okay. Fuck. Seriously? Someone came up with Underdog. Harvey Weinstein taking a pill. Damn it. The AI beat you to everything, man. This whole thing's claimed. Everything's claimed. There's nothing left. There's not even scraps anymore, man. It's nothing but you know, lint and lint. Just lint. Nothing but lint. Oh yes I do. I piss on you, I pee on you. Lovers gonna love, haters gonna hate. I don't even want none of the above. I want to piss on you. Oh yes I do. I piss on you, I pee on you. As a Travis Bickle impersonator, I've broken over 200 TVs. I gotta be careful. Nice. Good reference. Lovers gonna love, haters gonna hate. I don't even want none of the above. So how many actresses being told they're good actresses tonight? Let's see. One? Let's see. Got one so far? You asshole. Someone's got to separate the wheat from the chaff, baby. That's a good motto. You know, it's a very, sounds nice, but it's actually a very mean thing. It's a very cruel, it's like the cotton gin. Someone's got to separate the seed from the cotton. I don't know, is that an aphorism? You know, separate the seed from the cotton. Someone's got to step on the grapes. Someone's got something. Oh yes I do, I piss on you, I pee on you. Lovers gonna love, haters gonna hate. I don't even want none of the above. I want to piss on you. Oh yes I do. I piss on you. I pee on you. Drip, drip, drip. Completely stolen that. It's like a 2000s Chappelle Show joke. Very catchy, actually. Make sure my zipper's up. It's 3/4 up. It's good enough. Ah, donut shop open. There's some lights. Bowling alley. Kind of want to go sneak through there just see. Can I see the bowling alley? Whatever. I can't see the bowling alley. There's supposed to be a bowling alley in there. I hit my back. Ow. Sneaky little fuck, ain't you? Just a big hallway. That's what it looks like. Oh yes I do. Golden peacock. Why discriminate against first Friday? Why are they discriminating against the other Fridays, Such bullshit. There's discrimination in this world against Fridays and first Friday and second Friday. Because there's a bunch of trash, right? That's the only reason I thought of that. Sorry, it's not that funny. It's a tall. Never seen a Mustang like that. Why do they call those wheels where it looks like there's no rims? Whatever the fuck, it's like the lawnmowers have that shit now, like the solid rubber rims. So that's gonna be some more Lawfare. They're gonna tap that one on. They're gonna give me like 50. They're gonna be like 100 fonts at once. They're just waiting. I can smell it. Big fucking rocking chair. Oh, dance club. Did you have the one that was yeah, it was Stalingrad, right? Yeah, that was because Trump was doing the thing about city warfare. Chicago. Did I upload that one? I don't even know. That one was the most. That was the one where it was just like terms. It was like Stalingrad, Chicago, city warfare. Has there been a video game of that where they have like tall buildings? Most of them have, like Stalingrad, I think was like 5-story building to most. Like a department store. Good old Paulus. You were supposed to bite the bullet, Paulus. Don't you know how it works? Poor Paulus. When your pocket gets pocketed, so they had a pocket and then they pocketed the pocket, so they broke the pocket into 2 pockets. That's when things are bad. When your pocket gets turned into 2 pockets, you're already pocketed, but then you get pocketed again. Oh man, that's bad. Ooh. 2 pockets, not just 1 pocket. Cauldrons, pockets. Yeah, because this is a downtown area. There's a 10-story building. Only thing, you people have no clue what a skyscraper is. I mean, like, right? 1 10-story building, 9-story, 10-story. A bunch of 2 stories. Probably maybe a couple thousand 2-story buildings if you include houses. Maybe a couple hundred 2 stories like that. No Chicago, no 50 stories, no 100 stories. It's gonna be interesting to see how that plays out. Can't wait to see that one. Giggity giggity. As a connoisseur of human, the human experience, it should be fun to see a skyscraper Stalingrad. Stalingrad meets skyscrapers. Nice. Should be kind of interesting. I can't wait. And this went off to pocket the pocket. See, a pocket is an encirclement, and they had Stalingrad, and they had a northern pocket and a southern pocket, so that's not good. And then they have to, pocket of a pocket of a pocket, 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 pocket. Pocket, 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 pocket. Poor Paulus. What happened to him? Did he live? I think he lived for like 5 or 10 years after that one, didn't he? Got turned into like a PR fella. Oh well. I don't even want none of the above. I want to piss on you. Oh yes I do. I piss on you. I pee on you. Lovers gonna love. Haters gonna hate. I don't even want none of the above. I want to piss on you. Oh yes I do. I piss on you. I pee on you. Yeah, that Lawfare shit scares me a little bit. There's always some rookie hotshot cop who will like throw some drugs on you. You know what I mean? That's what scares me about it. I'm so eager. I'm chomping at the bit. There's always some dumb 20-year-old who will throw an 8-ball on you. Never underestimate the eagerness of those little white trash youths and those fucking little, those fat white guys who just can't wait to fuck them in the ass. You know what I mean? Man, you are an asshole. Yeah, no, I can't help it. You don't even know if that's what's going to happen. I'm just assuming. It's an assumption. But whatever. He snorts coke on camera right now. They planted it on me. Very funny. I mean, I might buy some DMAA, but I'm not going to buy fucking coke. That's technically illegal. You can buy it at, not GNC, but the other place has it. So fuck you. I mean, it's gray. It's gray. Yeah, I'm not buying that shit now. I mean, I might have in the past, but No, I won't. Fuck. Yeah, because it's all fucking lawfare, you know? They're gonna take every little small fucking shit you do, turn it into some fucking big... The moral decay of America. Man buys 20 grams of DMAA off the internet. That could kill. You know how many people that could kill or get swole? Funny. So I have to... There's a rule. I saw The Wire. And The Wire, there's this thing where you put a brown bag over your alcohol. So I'm gonna... Okay, he's passed. I can jaywalk now. This is me putting a brown bag over my alcohol. I waited till the cop was like 2 blocks away before I jaywalked. Everything I know about the police I learned from Bunny Colby. Nice. The TV. It's not good. Amsterdam? Didn't Amsterdam fail? Isn't that like Seattle? They thought Amsterdam was going to be good. And it's not good, actually. Amsterdam, not good. It's the Giuliani approach. If you see someone jaywalking, you gotta fucking Rodney King them, you know. If you see someone jaywalking, as a citizen, you have a moral duty to, you know, carry around a nightstick and, you know. Yeah, they fucked that guy over, right? He lost his pension or something. Whatever, he kind of deserved it. He legalized drugs without permission, so I think in Seattle they're doing it with permission. But you know, I had this one joke where like cartel leaders, they're not like mafia bosses. They're left-wing drug legalizers. They're I don't know, you're just trying to relabel it. You know, like what's that called? Drug reformers. The cartel bosses, you know, the people hanging people in like Mexico off of bridges and shit and killing like a couple thousand people a year. Yeah, they're just drug reformers probably. Yeah, they're pretty good people. So yeah, so I'm gonna get, you know, Trump's gonna have me raped up the ass for that. Or whoever, you know, the mayor, the governor. I mean, if it's like a black mayor, he'll do it too, probably. You know, what's gonna happen is whatever the Republicans end up doing under Trump, the Democrats are just gonna do it worse when they come back into power. You think it's not gonna get any better? Like, let me tell you a secret. The 50s sucked. The 60s sucked, the 70s sucked, the 80s sucked, the 90s sucked, the 2000s sucked, the 2010s sucked, the 2020s suck. I'm from the future. The 2030s are going to suck. The 2040s are going to suck. It's all pretty much the same. So, you know. So if someone comes and tells you, you know, that's the problem. The left is like, the future is going to be great, and the conservatives are like, the past is great, and neither of them... I don't got anything on me right now. So, and I'm part of the problem too, so only me. So, you know, the 50s sucked, and then the 2030s are going to suck, and the 2040s are going to suck. It's my fault too, but, you know, whatever. Shit, if you talk too loud. Dumbass. You keep your mouth down when you're... Oh, well, the 2030s are going to suck. The 2040s are going to suck. But the 50s suck, too. Like, you know, when people say the good old days sucked. So, spoiler, you know, just so you know. I didn't mean to, oh, you lived. Good. I didn't mean to step. I thought I stepped on him. What are you at? 2 hours? 1:46. So what? If you go to Helton, it'll be an hour and a half. ARAM. Shoot myself out of a cannon in ARAM. Maybe it will be fun to play in ARAM. Man, ARAM's addicting because it's in the real world, it's the randomness of it that's nicer. It's because statistically you're not going to see new. Well, I mean, technically there's only like 150 champions, I think. So whatever. It's and they kind of ruined the randomness of it. They used to do it where you had rerolls, but now it's like everybody gets 3 champions or 2 champions, and you can't reroll, but you can change. It's a team of 5, and then the 5 have 2 to 3 each. So there's at least 10 choices. There's probably 15, there's 10 to 13 probably. 10 to 15, somewhere between there. And so you have to make a team out of 15, 5 that are semi. You don't want to have 5 tanks, you don't want to have 5 supports, 5 assassins. You want to have like an assassin, a support, a tank, a little well-rounded on the team, Not 5 quarterbacks, you want some linebackers, some quarterbacks, some receivers. If you're a football person, I don't know. I don't know anything about football. I just know you probably wouldn't want a team with 5 quarterbacks. That's maybe the best. I don't know. That's maybe that'd be a good team. I don't know. Probably not. Maybe. I don't know. Aurelian Soul, Viger. Cool. Okay, tier list. Tier list. I don't know. Do they still do ARAM tier lists? There used to be a site called, ARAM Ranked. They would take people's ARAM games and try and rank them. I wonder if they brought that back on. It's kind of fun. It's like a random mode. It's like not competitive, but then they turned it into a competitive. Yeah, whatever. I'm a professional ARAM player, man. Yeah, they really changed that when they added the snowball. The snowball made so many more champions, like 10 times better. Like your Dariuses and your, et cetera, et cetera. do 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 dee da do do dee da do dee da dee da do do dee da do dee da. Uh-oh, someone got hospital. Is that a helicopter? Something about like what, Norway or fucking, there was like a bunch of flying UAVs in Norway or something, or some northern European country. Uh-oh, someone, they going to the hospital? Hospital is somewhere. I guess this one's better than Helen Keller, right? No, they're not going there. They're going somewhere else. Are they going to the hospital? They're doing something. Are they flying towards me, or are they going to the hospital? I can't fucking tell. Ah, they're going to the hospital, I think. Yeah, that green thing, I think, means. Because statistically, I think the only time you really see helicopters is for hospitals. So. Oh, they cut that fucking... Whoa! Whoa! That's completely different. Can I walk over here? Should I walk over here? Is that a cow? This is different, man. Crazy. Holy moly. That's completely different. It's exactly the same, but different. I miss the shrubs, man. What are they gonna put here? Looks different. I mean, it's... There's another fine. Trespassing. He went like 30 yards in, right? More lawfare, man. There used to be a fucking... that one's gonna change to big results, 6.7 million. He's gonna be like... We've wasted over 40,000 hours of your enemy's time. It'll be like an hour, how much time you wasted of your enemy. Because it'll be, you know, like lawfare. You just wait 10 years, man. They're gonna brag about the hours. It's gonna be pretty funny. You think I'm joking? You think I'm joking? I don't tell jokes. Never told one joke in my entire life. Hilarious. Very funny. I need to get an end is nigh. Like one of them fucking, like a hold up sign. The end is nigh. Whoa. Mm, 225, 61. Yeah, I like it colder. The old Roman story. They were fighting barbarians. I think that was the Goths, right? And stupid Goths with their black clothing and spiked collars. And they would, supposedly these Goths would snow sled on their fucking shields, naked, in the middle of the winter. It's an old Goth Roman story, so. I did have this thought once where, Donald Trump is supposed to be like German or something. But, if the world gets hotter, the whole point of one theory of intelligence is intelligence came about because there were seasons, where like if the world was just one season, you wouldn't have to, be like, like spring, but, there was like winter, spring, summer, fall, and winter and summer are different from each other. But if, there's global warming, there's just going to be like, it's going to be more one season. I don't know, I don't know if that's, it actually relates to, some Hitler crazy idea where it's like ice people or something. It sounds very Scientology-ish, but instead of like, volcanoes, it was like ice sheets or something. So, yeah. Like that shit that carved up the stuff. They always say there's like ice sheets that carved up stuff. Those insane Nazis had some glorification of ice or something. It's very much like Scientology, but with instead of volcanoes, ice sheets or something. I don't know. Dianetics. Your soul exploding out of a volcano. Nazism, your soul coming out of an ice sheet? when I got over. There's another vine they're gonna hold on to. See, he thinks he's getting away with it, but he's an idiot, and he actually uploads himself breaking minor traffic rules, and then the warfare. You know. Remember the good old days when they didn't wait for like 100 fines and they mail them all? Your mailbox completely full with like 100 envelopes, all with $20, $30, $40 fines, $50, $100, I don't know. Thanks Kushner, thanks whoever fucking arrested his dad in the FBI or whatever. You unleashed the beast, I guess. So that should be fun. $3 for 10 pounds. So $3 per pound, or 3 pounds for dollar. 3 bag open, 24/7. Open, yeah, it's just ice. I don't think they can make ice on that one. I think they just fill it. People like that ice. Hope you guys have Yetis, to global warming. That the price of ice is going to go up. So these people buying Yetis, man, they know about global warming, you know what I mean? Because ice is going to be expensive. Really? Dumbass. Because I'm looking at them going, why the fuck do you have a $300 fucking cooler? But they know what's going on. They know that the ice is melting, and so they got Yeti coolers. They're thinking ahead, man. They're geniuses. That's not a bad joke, actually. You gotta play it sincere. If you can play it sincere, you can maybe pull it off. The whole, well, conservatives know what's going on, man. There's not gonna be any ice, man. Look, that's why they're buying the Yetis for like $300, man. They know the ice, man. It's melting. Okay, statistically, I'm assuming that Yetis are bought in. I don't know. I don't have that metric. I'd love to have that metric, but yet again, I'm not omniscient. I can only guess that Yetis are more of a conservative item. I'm doing that based on like the stupid poor people have those white styrofoam things. I don't know. That's a good question. Dear Yeti Cooler, your metrics and what are your political affiliations of your buyers? Are you like 80-20, 70-30, 50-50? Well, for the sake of this joke, it's like 80-20 conservative liberal, and the conservatives are buying, Yetis because they're storing ice because they know that ice has, value because it's melting or something. Even though you can just make it with a ice maker, but that kind of ruins the joke, I think. Nice. It's ice, right? And it works on like compression and like liquids. I don't know what the price of making. If they're charging $3, what does it cost? Like $1.50? The water's borderline free. It's the electricity, right, and the storage and the. I've always stood by the joke. I think conservatives believe in global warming. I think they bought up all of Canada already, so that's my theory. So if you think you're some smart liberal, you don't realize the conservatives bought up all of Canada already. You know, like $5 an acre, $10 an acre. They ain't stupid. Calling George Bush stupid don't make him stupid. Calling Trump stupid don't make him stupid. It's too bad it doesn't work like that. The world would be a lot easier if it worked like that. You could just call someone stupid and they become stupid. That'd be kind of cool. It's too bad it doesn't work like that. He got his feet in on the land deal of the century. He got in on the ground floor, that little fucker. You know he did. He's a landman, right? He's a fucking, you know. Don't be fooled by that silly hair and that silly skin color. That man is a shark. Do you not see the stripes? You see the orange, but do you see the black? Ooh. Is that a callback joke to the soul? Ooh, nice. Nice. What are you? What sort of drug are you, buddy? Oh, snap. No hot the bites? What? Hot Thai bites. How do you want to get back? You want to go Darby? I don't think I'm going to go Helton. That's too grassy and... The tiger one? Does the tiger one work or not really? I don't know. Yeah, I don't think the Eddie one works either. Do 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 dee da do dee da do. They cut those the shrub off on the corner. It's kind of crazy. It's been there ever. Nice. I think it's a cop car. This is the front thing. I don't know. Cop car, cop car. Cop car. No way I can go right. All the lights on the river bridge. River bridge, river. It's a singing river bridge. It sings. It's a river that sings. It's a bridge that sings on the river. Hey, you might be able to hear someone going through the... they're going to have to put gates on that fucking shit, right? Someone's going to fucking break that shit if it keeps going off like that. Right? I mean, first time I hear it. Haven't heard it yet. How many do you want to go? I'm going to guess two. Two iterations of you are on car property. Two iterations. It's going to be more or less. So where the fuck were you when you heard it? You were all the way down in that valley by UNA Annex, right? You're like Hermitage? How far is it from here? There's Walmart, Kmart, and then not Walmart, gym, and then the car place. In a world of high content, high action, extremely edited, content, one man dared to do extremely mundane, just pure boredom, minutia content. Mind-numbing minutia content. In a world of bouncing bowling balls and off trampolines from 10 stories, and what's the most exciting thing that's ever happened on YouTube? I don't really know. Live concerts. You got me. You got me. I don't. The bowling ball off a trampoline was kind of cool. It was like 5 or 10 stories up. The guy dropped the bowling ball onto a trampoline from like 10 stories. That's kind of cool. Oh, they took an ice app down off of iPhone. You could like track ice or something, or you could report ice. Like, there's a new one. It's called Florence Police Report, and I just report. And I'm like, hey, there's a cop. Yeah, I can see them not liking that. I wouldn't like that. What if someone did that to you? I mean, don't get me wrong. Isn't that the reason Elon Musk bought like Twitter or something? They kept tracking his fucking plane or something. What? I don't remember which shit. That's the problem now. The long form, can hide hide your gibberish in like a 2-hour format or 3-hour. If you're doing like 2-minute shit, you can't hide your gibberish as easily. It's the problem with a 2-minute format, man. Makes it seem like just hippie trying to legalize the. The drugs are gonna come from this area because it's from Seattle, right? There's gonna be a bunch of drugs coming out of there. I mean, seriously, just get them off of the fucking Silk Road. Come on. Or Silk Road 2.0, whatever it is. It's supposed to be cool, right? Like an Amazon of drug dealing. And then they're going to keep cracking that down. But then again, remember the old BitTorrent sites? You remember Mini Nova and Supernova and Extra Torrent and Pirate Bay's still around. Probably a honeypot though. They'll fine you off that. Here's your fines. Here's all your torrents. Here's all your jaywalking. You're now $200,000 in debt. They give all the fines at once. Smart. Neo-feudalism. Neo-serfdom. Trump ain't stupid. Say what you want about him. He ain't stupid. See, I'm trying to do that fine line where I insult him, but I also compliment him at the same time. It's very important that you don't go too far in either direction. A lot of fucking counties, man. So many fucking counties. That's like 3 or 4, right? Is he just doing circles on me? Is he just doing U-turns on me? I think look at the. I don't care that much. They trying to catch me riding dirty. Trying to catch me riding dirty. Trying to catch me riding dirty. Manager special daily. time you at? 220? So what, if you turn here, you'll go 323. You can see the skeleton in the lab coat with the sunglasses and the bicycle. Mm-hmm. 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 No fucking car alarms. They what? Oh, he's not going in there. He's going into the hamburger place. I was all excited. I wanted to hear, you are entering private property. I guess two, so I'll get a second one. Yeah, someone who lives up there is gonna fucking go postal on that place probably. I'm calling it. That's not funny. I mean, it kind of is, but it's not. Because those people up there can hear that constantly, right? They won't call it going postal. It'll be called going robot voice. Because I think that's the future. The future is there's gonna be a lot of places that have like robot voices that'll scream at you probably. Like right now, I'm gonna be walking. I'll be like, "You are on private property." I mean, I'm kind of am. I mean, I'm not hardcore on it. I mean, I'm not 10 feet away from the fucking door, but I mean, I guess technically I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know the letter of the law. Sorry. You are on fireworks property. 70% off. Buy one, get one free every day. Big selection. What the fuck is that? They just leave that in there, right? It's for New Year's and 4th of July, I think. So. Come on, give me two. Oh, yeah, he was going to do a Goebbels joke because, Goebbels tried to fuck the actresses too, just like a Harvey Weinstein. And then he was going to change the joke to everyone's like, Goebbels was terrible. No, he was just checking to make sure the actresses were really good actresses. It's a Goebbels who was fucking in the actresses too, like Weinstein. Jews and Nazis, basically the same thing. That's kind of the moral, probably. Impulse boutique. I want to get like a boutique that sells cocaine, and then people go in there and be like, I want some. It'll be like impulse buys, but you sell drugs. Because people will do like impulse buys on drugs. Impulse boutique. Impulse Road. Impulse Silk Road. Impulse Road. Hey, I'm trying here. How about you come up with a fucking new idea? Kaleidoscope, forest, flowers, van, cope, for kaleidoscope. See, I saw the cope part, but it's kaleidoscope. So that's. Flower people per 1,000 people, That was a meme you had for a while, It's like 2 postal workers per 1,000, 2 cops for... How many boutique? 1 per 10,000? I really don't know. What's the number on that one, I wonder? The metrics on... 1 per 5,000. How many flower places are there here? 4 people? How many people do you think work there? 4? 5? That'd be 1 per 10,000. But there's more than 1, right? 1 per 5,000? 1 per 3,000? Still tonguing that fucking little implant. So slimy. Is slimy the right word? Slick and wet, but kind of, I don't know. It still feels slimy, like a slimy, slick and wet. Okay, so that makes sense because that thing's right there, and that valley is down there. So that's why I could hear the car. It was pretty loud, actually. It was kind of maybe like 3, 4, or 5 football fields that way. I could hear that fucking car place from there. The bright lights, there's not as many people living around there, so they could do like bright lights. I don't know, that's a spotlight that follows you. You're on their property, and they've got like a big, like a 4-foot spotlight. And And then you crash into one of their $50,000 cars. Oh, they planned that one. Don't give them ideas. Pizza. Barbecue. So, Hoi 4, when you get defensive doctrine, defense gives you breakthrough for some reason. The game is like coded completely wrong. This fellow on YouTube was telling me. You know, because you'd think like offensive doctrine would give you the best. Don't ask me. They don't code that shit well all the time. Those coders are not very good coders sometimes. Do not ask me why. So there's aggressive assaulter, and then there's offensive doctrine, aggressive assaulter. I don't know. And then there's defensive doctrine and flexible strategist. And then whatever. So for some reason the defensive one gives you breakthrough, which is the breakthrough one is the one that's good for breaking through. I have no clue what most of those words are in those Hoi 4 division templates, but breakthrough, piercing, soft attack, hard attack, organization, initiative, recon, and what else? Some other ones. HP is important. I think it's up here. I thought it's like, where's the bicycle? The bicycle is, how many yards do you think that is? 40, 30? Yeah, you need to get a better geospatial blah, 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 like distance. What do you think that is to the green light? 2 football fields, 1.5, 2? Yeah, I can't guess this shit. I don't. Laser rangefinder? Come on, man. I'm not carrying one of them around. It's called a golf laser finder. You can maybe have one of them. Can you get one of those on your phone or something? What do you think that is? Is that a football field? More than a football field. Is it a football field? Is that one by the skate park? That's a half football field, right? That's probably like 4 halves. He's got bags. He's doing Heil Hitler skeleton. Praise Jesus. Hallelujah. Got a wig. Nice. Lawnmower with parts. What does he got? Why does he have parts? Like he ran himself over? Very macabre. Goodbye, Earl. I didn't see this last time. He's dead. He's Earl. He's got a casket. He's got some blue shit and some wings. Oh, that's scary. That scares the shit out of me a little bit. Very hookerish. I mean, technically, I don't think they're legally allowed to do that because, like, that's not their property, I don't think. It's called corruption when they allow stuff like that to happen. He says that's a joke. I don't really give a shit. Purple hair, kind of a stripper thing going. Yeah, so ARAM, well, yeah, ARAM would be good. I think it's all bots now. They probably just fill with bots. Everything is bots. Oh well, it's that red light. Stop sign with a camera. So the left is going to turn in. So here's the thing: the left is going to turn into the right. Remember when the right would be like, affirmative action is the reason, you know, someone didn't get some, you know, college thingy. So the left is going to turn into the right, and they're going to be like, you know, it's just going to flip, right? So I was talking about the lawfare, and the lady was saying that, you know, they're just going to flip scripts, right? It's just going to be, here's two scripts, they each switch scripts, and then they, you know. Is that a whistle? Bird? Bird. Okay, so yes, technically I was at the burning Molotov and I threw some Molotov, and you know, I made a bunch of D's and F's, but the reason I'm not getting is the, you know, the Molotovs, not the D's and F's. I don't know, you see, so that's kind of the purpose of the joke, right? I don't know, so I was just kind of trying to play around here. Sorry if you think I don't have a Molotov. I'm pretty sure if I had a Molotov, I'd probably just catch myself on fire. It's like shoot your eye out or something. Catch yourself on fire. There's probably, I think there's a video of someone doing that, right? Like they catch them, the Molotov sort of pours on them, and then they catch themselves on fire. Yeah, so be careful with your Molotovs. Like Pinochet? Was she comparing it to like Pinochet? I don't know the Argentinian shit. I know there's a movie with that one lady, the pretty lady from The Rocketeer. What's her name? Is that Argentina or Pinochet or what's her name? Ass to ass. She's the ass to Jennifer Connelly. Jennifer Connelly. Yeah, she's old as fuck now, right? And then, so that's not pertinent. She's like a 50-year-old actress now, right? Well, she was like 20 in that movie, so it's not as bad as it sounds. Yeah, I don't know how Pinochet did it. Should probably learn more about Pinochet. Yeah, he did. Supposedly he didn't do. Did he do prison terms though? He might have done prison terms. But the lady was saying they're just going to do like small, you know, like Cuba. She was saying that like he would do like 10-year terms and shit for prison. You know, Stalin did the gulags, and then Hitler did. Hitler had political prisons too. So, I mean, he had the concentration camps, but he also had the political prisons. So, Should be kind of, just like micro fines, microaggressions, micro fines, just constant $10, $20 fines. Trump has a stupid face, $10 fine, every time you say it, right? You should get like it's a microaggression, micro fine. I don't know. Could be, his turnabout is fair play, it's, I don't think they ever fine people, but whatever, it's, microtransactions, that's the internet thing where you buy shit for like $5-10 when you're playing a video game, right? Like a skin or a box. So politics is going to turn into microtransactions, micro purchases, micro machines. That's a childish interpretation of the next 5 or 10 years. Remember how when you play video games and you could buy a skin for $5 or $10? Well, now every time you make fun of someone's face, see, that's a Chinese term for their image, you will get fined $5 or $10. So, face, skin. I don't know. Sorry, I'm trying to move these ideas around. Sorry. Because a skin is like a cosmetic overlay on a 3D model that they sell you for like $5 or $10, and then face is like a Chinese term for public image or social standing, maybe, or yeah. So Trump's just stealing the fucking Chinese shit. He's going social credit scores and shit like that. It's FICA, but with what you say, I guess. So, were you tired of FICA? Well, now there's going to be a new one. It's going to be called like moral FICA or something. Your moral FICA score. I wonder how they did that back in the, because the FICA was like a 70s thing, and that was from computers, right? And that was when computers did like the spinny shit. Because it's kind of a new thing, but I wonder how they did bank loans back in like the 40s and 50s. Was it all just collateral? I wonder how they did that shit. Was it more, like social? I mean, you had social credit. You probably had social credit score back in the 40s and 50s and 60s, but it wasn't done on a computer with like FICA, right? Thought I heard the disappointed. I only got one. I can't tell if I'm hallucinating that, if that's the noise of it or not. It kind of sounded like it, or it could have been. It could have been someone ordering a hamburger, maybe. Oh yeah, so yeah, in the 40s and 50s and 60s, they still had social credit score, but it was just like it was done differently. It was probably not as pen and papery as. How many negative posts did you have about Biden or Trump or whatever? Or you can't call that one guy Winnie the Pooh, the one guy from China. Don't call him Winnie the Pooh. Whatever, I'm hallucinating that voice from the car place. Yeah, so don't call people stupid faces on the internet. Your score goes down. It depends. You got to choose it's like gambling, you got to choose the correct person to call a stupid face, and there's a gamble to it, I guess. A little bit of risk, reward. They should change the name of that. It's that other one I think probably got to stay coffee though too, didn't it? Or do they? Is it still? It doesn't matter. They really cared. Like there were people who really cared when they changed the name. They're like, the people at the different schools were like, "I want it to be my school." To turns into the big high school, and then, they really cared. I was kind of jealous. Wish I had an emotional investment that heavy. But that's on me, I guess. Maybe like third, fourth generation. What year was this city founded? 1812, 15, 20? How many generations could that be at most? Are there like fucking Plymouth families in this fucking city? Like Plymouth, the Plymouth. There's those people who are like, oh, we've been here for 18, 30, 40 would be one, every 30 years. What do you call a generation? 30 years? So that would be 30, 60, 90, 120, 50, 80, 210. So like 8, 9 generations. Just trying to guesstimate here. That's what 30 year, is that the correct generation number? Yeah, okay. What is it, the Mayflower group? The Mayflower are the people who are like, we were here on the Mayflower landing. The elitist snobs of Florence. And there's probably some, group, like the, whatever the rock, the Plymouth Rock of Florence is or whatever. We've been here 8, whatever number I just came up with. 1820. What year was it? 20? It's like Jackson's time, right? And I'm guesstimating using 30-year increments as generations to try and guesstimate the number of generations till now. So, completely wrong. We were a 20-year generation. 15, 13? 13 would be way too low. 15, 18 is, it's kind of 25, 20. It's called a guesstimate, okay? I'm just spitballing here. What is the rock? Is there a rock around here? Did they name themselves after? The Plymouth Rock. So that's why they had, maybe that person was like a 8th, 7th, I don't know, good question. 3, 4 generations is reasonable. I don't know, when did they build that? When did they build coffee? Was probably older, right? It was, what year was that? Was that 20s? That could be 3 or 4 generations, I guess. I don't know. Spoiler, all the high schools are exactly the same. They're all literally, you can just number them. I think you should just number them. I don't know why they don't just number them personally, but, all citizens now do not have names, you just have numbers. But, that's, get rid of the George Washington statues, just put numbers. for people. Here's a numbered statue. Very nice. Gets rid of it. Solves a lot of those problems. Remember the tear down statues problems? You can just change the numbers. You don't even have to change the, you know, here lies number 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Nice. See, both sides don't like it, so it's a winner. You don't even have pictures, you just have numbers. Really? It's a lot cheaper than, you know, constantly tearing down statues and putting up new ones for new stupid people. You can just change the number, you know. You go in, it's like a little cheap number plaque thingy. I don't think they're having that problem anymore, the tearing down statues thing. I think that was like a 5 years ago problem. 3 years, 5 years. Maybe it still happen, I don't know. Yeah, because it would just be a lot cheaper, you know, because a statue is like 5 foot, 10 foot tall, made out of copper. You just have a generic stick figure, and you can just put a number on it, you know, it's a lot cheaper, you know. And, you know, the stick figure, you can't see skin color or anything on it, you know, it's just a stick figure, you know. Saves a lot of money. From a purely economic, I know you can't see the facial structure, and there's no heroics, you know, horse pictures or any of that shit, but hilarious. I'm an unabashed globalist. You're all just numbers to me, you know. One stick figure number is the same as another stick figure number. Yeah, I know you got a name. What's your number? Nice. It was 1817 or 12 or 1808, or was it? It's a sign by that fucking gray building, right? Like a land company. The Trump Land Company, now located in, you know, Canada. I'm calling it. You watch. You think I'm joking? That's gonna happen. You just watch. You just watch. He's got hectare acres. I need to look up how land works a little bit. I know an acre, kind of. You know, I don't actually know. I can't visualize an acre very well. That might be an acre, that gas station. I don't know. Half an acre. I'm not that good at visualizing acres. But a hectare acre is like an acre by like a mile by mile, right? He's got hectare acres up in fucking Canada that he bought for pennies on the dollar. That little fucking tiger. You get him, tiger. You get him, tiger. Nice. People thought he was just orange. He's orange and black, man. I told you. He's orange and black. He ain't just orange. He's a tiger. I mean, he runs a casino. You seen the movie Casino? You know, he'll count the blueberries. Give Satan an itch and he'll be a ruler. Inch. I thought it was an itch. Sorry. Wow, I thought it was going to be like a violent threat at Satan. Yeah, I was filling it in as I went. Sorry, it's an inch. Give an inch, he'll take a mile. Or a roar. Oh, he'll be a roar. Same sort of premise, Give an inch, take a mile, right? Same sort of shit, In for a penny, in for a pound. Same shit, I thought it was a new one, like give Satan an itch. I thought it was going to be like, give Satan an itch, kick him in the ass, or, I thought it was going to be something like that, or... Give Satan an inch, he will be the... That's not bad. Nice little pun there, good job. Thought I heard that robot voice. It's way too far, right? When the wind blows correctly, sometimes you can hear the robot voice all the way down on Broadway. What time is it? Like, 3:48, but it's 3:27. Oh, low battery. What's that fucking thing in there, man? You got the battery on you? Oh man. Is it charging? Is the light on? Yeah. I mean, you've only got like 10 minutes, 5 minutes left. Whatever, it's red. Now I've got 22 gigs left. It's red on the battery, so. It's not doing anything though, it's not charged. Well, whatever. Orange and black striped. Huh. I don't know. Can I pull some bullshit out of that? I don't know. It seems deep, but it's not really. It's like a dream, like gravel on a. I was short in the dream, so I must have. I don't know. It's a dream, so. Like the Chinese philosopher guy who was like what if it's a dream or something? Is it charging? Two. I don't know if you could hear that. I was 100%. That was 100% the fucking robot voice. So like instead of that light just going on, it's like you are walking near someone's house. Yeah, that's the next 5 years, 10 years. You just wait. I'm calling it, man. I'm Babe Ruth, baby. You think I'm crazy? I'm ahead of the curve. There's gonna be eco terrorists who blow up trees. There's gonna be, lawfare. There's gonna be, oh, the social credit score, 100%. That's gonna happen. Just like China. And what else? Neo-KKK. How about that one? Yeah, Antifa's gonna have to change their. You gotta get a better name, man. You got, come on, you gotta hug the enemy. Remember, hug the enemy. Hug the enemy. Remember, Stalingrad. Hug the enemy. You gotta get in close, man. If you're gonna fight him, you gotta get in close, man. You know what I'm talking about, right? You gotta get that, very malicious in a kind of undermining way, It's the old Godfather one, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Combine that with, the Stalingrad, hug the enemy. I thought it was hug the bear, but it's hug the enemy. And then you can combine that with, the Christian idea of love thy neighbor. It's all three are the same thing, actually. It's a very weird analogy, actually. Yeah, that would be the more succinct three examples, which mean completely different things, right? Because the Godfather one, the fucking old guy is trying to like eat cake, and he's friends with the guy's brother, and the brother's a fucking retard. And then the hug the enemy in Stalingrad was, the Russians had shitty. Well, they had bad radios, and they didn't have as good of like artillery to radio communication, I think, and they would hug the enemy. And then the other one was, they were insurgent Jewish people in fucking Roman occupation, actually. But, or you can be religious and say something else. I don't know. All three are probably true. I don't know. Whoa, it's not bad. Not bad, man. Sometimes I surprise myself. That's the point of the 3-hour walk, You look for something, you play it out. Fredo, I know it was you, man. And then you have to hug him. And he's fucking Fredo. Who wants to fucking hug Fredo? Who wants to fucking hug Fredo? He's an idiot, So now you actually see when, the Christians are like, love thy neighbor, they're actually saying, getting close, for the knife, you know what I mean? It can be a malicious or a nice. It's a little bit of both, actually. It's very, Godfather. All three combine together to form a really weird. I can't read which of the three it is. What does that smell? Soap? Maybe wash this shit out or something? I don't know. Maybe I'm hallucinating. Hey, you just gave their entire trick away, That was the trick the entire time. It was, right? Whatever. It's called closing the distance. In combative, I think they call it closing. UFC, closing distance, creating distance, closing distances. Hug the enemy, love the enemy. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Right? All three kind of merge into one weird conglomeration of, I don't know, Ouroboros bullshit, blah, 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 Nice. Well, that concludes, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, tigers? I don't know, striped tigers. 3 forms of, whatever, I don't know. I don't even remember what it was about. The end.